Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's tarot reading, we're looking at who's coming towards you in love. So for our selection here, we have this perler bead art. For group number 1, we have the parrots. For group number 2, we have the cats. And for group number 3, we have the rabbits. So take your time and choose what animal pairing you like the most, and when you're ready, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the lovebirds here, and with your tarot cards, we have the 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. So the first thing I see here for who is coming towards you in love is I feel like you're going to meet this person through a choice or a sudden change in what you usually do. Or if you are doing nothing, right? Like you're just resting where you live, you have no plans. Something's going to happen where you get a text from a friend, you get a sudden urge to go to a store or go someplace and stop what you're doing. And that sudden change, that sudden shift, that urge is going to bring you towards meeting this person. I also feel too, like, let's say if you're someone who likes to browse TikTok, right? Scrolling all day, you might stop that and get the urge to leave your house or go do something. And that's when you meet this person. It's moving from rest and stillness to no plans to something suddenly shifting, and that shift, that new action you're going to be doing or taking action will bring you to this person. So that is how you can expect to meet them. It could be mundane, like I said, just going to a store, but it is through a change of plans from resting or just not doing anything to doing something that brings you outside, brings you to the right people, having sudden plans. So say yes to things that you normally wouldn't do, or sudden invites. It could be good for you in order to meet this person. I also see here as well, I feel like with the number 4 could be important. For some of you, you could meet this person like 4 times before it becomes more serious, like a relationship where you date this person 4 times and then you view it as, okay, like we're boyfriend, girlfriend, it becomes more serious, right? So I see the number 4 being important, like having 4 meetings. For some of you, that could be your favorite number. Or this person could have like a birthday on, April 4th. Something like that is going to be important. I also see too with the 2 of Swords, I feel like this person is going to bring in a lot of change along with the Wheel of Fortune as well. So these 2 cards here are going to make it so you're going to be changing a lot. So especially if your life has been stagnant in some way, if you're someone you feel like life's kind of passing you by, I feel like this person's going to come in and help you change that by bringing you along with them with their own life changes, not in a overbearing way where you don't have autonomy or control. But this person's going to bring you on adventures, on trips, where they're really including you and letting you have a lot of new experiences. So this could be like visiting a place you've never been before. This could be really enjoying like all the places they're bringing you. Like, hey, like they're moving, let's say, to Connecticut. For some reason, I think of the state Connecticut. Let's say you're going to move there because of this person, and then they take a tour of that state, showing you all the cool things there, or something like that. New England in general could be important. Maybe this person's from Connecticut or New England, but I do see like them taking you places where they grew up, they enjoyed it, or bringing you someplace they're familiar with and just wanting you to experience that. And that could be really happy for you, really enjoyable for you. I also see with the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, this is stability and hard work. So I feel like this person really enjoys your company because they view you as a stable person, a stable partner. So some of you guys watching this, you could think, I'm kind of a boring person. I don't do a lot. Like, I keep feeling this vibe from you. Not saying you're boring, but you think this possibly about yourself for some reason. Even if you are doing stuff a lot, you're just having this energy of like, oh, I'm not interesting, or I'm boring, I'm not, like, whatever it is, right? So I want to say here, I feel like this person actually really likes that about you. They like how you're humble with your thoughts. They like how you might seem boring, but you're not really boring, you're peaceful, okay? Think of it that way. This person prefers that because they view you as not drama, not chaos. And this person likes that, of course, because who wouldn't? No one wants to be around tons of chaos and drama all the time, right? So this person is viewing you as peaceful, humble, down to earth, sweet. Like, this person's going to really appreciate your lifestyle, what you do. So don't think of yourself as, oh, boring, uninteresting. That's really silly to think, because this person's like, no, you're peaceful, you're calm. This is a vibe, okay? I like this. So this person's going to appreciate you as you are, and you don't have to do anything theatrical to get this person to like you or to get this person to be impressed. They just like you as you are. They're impressed by you as you are. I also see too, with what you chose here, I really like birds as a pair, right? Like, some birds, I'm not particularly sure about parrots, but I know there are birds that mate for life, right? Like, they stay together for life. So I also think this is someone who is going to be more serious, wants a long-term relationship. This doesn't seem to be something where it's going to be, you know, like a short-term relationship. This is someone who's going to try to make it work long-term and, you know, build something with you long-term, long-lasting. So I'm going to put down some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have self-respect, commitment, and I'll get to these ones in a second. But with these two here, I notice once again the number 4. So yes, something about number 4. It's possible that this person could have, you know, like 24, 34, 40 as an age. So that is one scenario. As I said earlier, a birth date, that person can view that as their own, like, special number, or that could have significance to them. I also see here too with self-respect. Self-respect can talk about being with this person could open up some thoughts about how you're viewing boundaries, what you're expecting from your own life, the relationship. So with self-respect, it's about not compromising what you want for yourself in order to get love, in order to get support. Of course, we might have to compromise sometimes, but this is like not compromising on your key values that you have, okay? Not feeling pressured to change what you believe in or whatever. So I also see this card too, like if you have been someone who has been alone, maybe you have difficulty sometimes getting connections with people because you have a strong sense of self-respect, boundaries. You could be quite particular with what you like or what you expect, and you're not afraid to be alone. You're not afraid to sometimes have peace, as I picked up earlier in your reading, like being alone or just doing something by yourself. You're not afraid of that. This person's going to like this because they see how you're not overly reliant on other people's opinions. You're not overly reliant on, you know, giving all yourself away, compromising everything, just to be with people. Like, you're your own person and you're able to state what you want, what you like, what you don't like. This person really likes that. Once again, it goes back to that piece. This person likes that direct, clear communication, that set of guidelines that you're preferring, you're communicating. And I think you're going to like them a lot because they're also giving you that respect back. They're not just thinking, oh, you're too picky. Oh, you have all these standards. No, this person's going to understand, okay, you have this belief or this expectation. This person's going to see what you want because of your life experiences or what works better for you. And they're going to try to help that, support that themselves. I also view this too, this could be like finally with this person, as I said, it could be a long-term relationship after being alone, not finding the right people, maybe even thinking you're not going to find someone, right? So this is also a good sign that you finally are having that pay off, and you know you're going to be happy about that you made that commitment to yourself, as we see here, commitment, and now you can commit with someone else who's also respecting your wishes. And with commitment, I can see this too. Hey, that's funny, I'm noticing birds again. So that's also another synchronicity. I think this is someone you're going to be able to rely on a lot. If you had trouble with previous relationships or even non-romantically, right? If you have trouble with connections with people, I feel like this person's going to help you learn how to express yourself better, like socially, if that makes sense. Improving your social connections. I also feel like this person's going to help you see that it can be, safe to say certain things. It could be safe to do certain things. Maybe you're someone people sometimes say like, oh, like you're weird for wanting this, or you're weird for expecting this, but this person's not going to act that way. As I said, they're going to respect your wishes and try to work with you to have a good relationship. I also see with these other 3 cards here, we have bottling up emotions, avoiding difficult emotions, hard to open up. Yeah, so this too could be like suppression of what you feel, suppression of emotions for a long time. So I think this person's going to help you heal emotionally, getting out, past hurts, things that bother you. This doesn't have to be just like past romantic relationships. This person helps you get through the difficult times. This person allows you that space to speak up and say what you want, and they actually listen. And I don't mean just like, oh yeah, like after you say something, they're just saying, yeah. This person's going to be an active listener and add to the conversation while giving you that space to fully express yourself in a way where you feel like you're being heard truly. I also think this person could struggle with this as well. They could have difficulty opening up. So they see you having the same problem. They want to help you. But I do see this as something this person could struggle with a little bit. They might be a little bit more composed or reserved when it comes to sharing how they feel. But I do think they're going to open up over time when you're with this person. They will get better at this too, but I feel like they want to help you with it more. That's what I feel here. And then we have water it, tend to your own garden, count your blessings, nurture yourself, lead with love. So yeah, if you feel like anything's awkward too in this relationship, like whether it's your actions, this person's actions, don't feel like anything's awkward. This is saying like from the universe, let things play out and don't beat yourself up because you feel like, oh, did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Do I understand what they said or what they did or what they're doing? This is something where it's like you have to allow yourself to make mistakes or grow within this relationship, and this person seems kind, you seem kind. So it's like you're both kind of learning how to be more comfortable when it comes to being in a relationship. If you have been single for a long time, this could be learning how to be in a relationship again. Or, like being with someone. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it could be like learning how to be with someone, like the different schedules, finding time to be together. This could be just becoming more comfortable being around someone if you have been alone. Or it could just be like not being hard on yourself because you feel like maybe you're a little bit awkward with things you say or do. Not over reading into situations, right? Being more comfortable overall with this person. So I also see this too as like having improvements with the way you feel, being more confident with your sense of self, the way you're expressing yourself, and in a relationship, feeling more comfortable with it. As time goes on, you're like feeling more safe, feeling more comfortable with this person. And with emptiness here, time of sadness, grieving a loss, loneliness, want more out of life. Yeah, so I feel like this person's going to help fill a empty spot, an empty feeling in your life. This person's going to add a little bit more. So I also feel like if you're feeling like you're missing something, Once again, that stagnation, I feel like this person could add a lot of fun in your life. Something not so serious, right? Like, this isn't a relationship, even if it's long term. Even if you marry this person, nothing feels serious, not in a bad way, not in a non-committal way, but in a way where it's like, it's okay. Like, if you messed up, it's whatever. This person's really kind and nurturing. So I feel like they're going to help you feel less lonely. They're going to help you feel that you're getting more. They're going to help you accomplish your goals, your dreams. This isn't someone, too, when you talk about what you want, they're not going to make you feel stupid for having goals or dreams. Like, this is someone who has crazy goals and dreams, too, and they laugh about it, and they make plans with you to achieve these things. So this is someone who's really supportive and will fill in some emptiness or erase some loneliness that you feel in your life. So that's also really nice to see here. So I'm going to shake some astro dice to see if there's any last messages that want to come through for you, group number 1. Okay, so we have Pisces, Sun, 11th house. So this is really nice to see here. So this placement is telling me that in this relationship with this person, during the time period you're with them, you're going to have a lot of development in your social life. So I see you having more friends, being more socially connected, possibly being busy with connections, right? I also see having a lot of developments with your artistic and creative abilities. There is a lot of light in the 11th house because you have the sun. So the sun is highlighting friendships, the goals you have, your hopes, your dreams, especially creativity and art-related activities because of Pisces. So when you're with this person, they could introduce you to people who are also artistic and creative and put you down a path where you're also exploring that side of yourself or furthering it if you have already dabbled in those areas, in those talents. Okay? I also see this too as having a lot of individual development. So even though this is a relationship, when you're with this person, even when you're away from this person, it's going to trigger you to develop a lot of yourself. It doesn't matter what age you are, but you're going to be learning a lot about your own identity, your sense of self, and becoming more clear out of what you want next in life. And this person's really going to be providing a safe area, a lot of support for you to do this. So you're going to be changing as a person as well, positively, possibly becoming more free, more artistic, creative, because you feel safe enough to do so with this person's support. So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. If you'd like to financially support the channel, consider joining my memberships. You get early access to videos, some fun emojis, along with a weekly card pull that I write up to see what themes or what you can possibly expect for the week ahead. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the cats here, and with your cards, we have the Ace of Wands, the Sun, the Lovers, the 8 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. So the first thing I'm seeing here for who's coming towards you in love is I feel like this person is going to be from a hot country, okay, or a hot place. Wherever they're from, it's always having good weather or really hot weather. So I thought of Mexico, in the USA, like the states, like Florida, California, the South, like Texas, Italy, India, any place that has hot weather. Spain, another one. This person is definitely from a place that's hot. I also feel like this person is going to be very outgoing, really outspoken, very hilarious, right? Like they always make people laugh. This is someone, wherever they go, there's a party. Wherever they go, they can kind of sell things to people. So I also think it's possible this person could work in sales. They could work in something where they have to persuade people to want to buy something, persuade people to want to do something. This is this person's personality, what it's like. This person too is very outgoing, like I said, able to persuade people, high energy, but at the same time, they make people feel very calm and relaxed, even though they're always on the go, or they're very out there at the same time with what they're saying, what they're doing. So it's a really unique type of personality and person you're going to be in this connection with. I also feel here too, with the Ace of Wands and the Sun, you both instantly are going to be attracted to each other. So this isn't a situation where someone asks you out and you feel like, oh, I'm not sure about this. You're going to instantly want to say yes, okay? This is a situation where you both don't need time to have the attraction grow or be interested. You're both very interested instantly, okay? Kind of like love at first sight type of thing. I also see this too. This person's going to, in particularly, find you attractive, whether it's your style, your dress, your facial features, your body. This person's going to be really attracted to you instantly. I also feel here as well that with the Ace of Wands and the Sun, this is very positive energy. So I feel like when you're with this person, you are going to feel like you're on vacation. With this person's personality, you're also really going to like that. Like, even with me describing it, if you don't like it, it's like if you met this person, you would, because that's what they're really good at. Persuasion, getting people to buy something, selling to people. So this person's going to sell themselves to you and you're going to accept, okay? You're liking what they're selling. So this is how this person is like. And with the Lovers here, this is a really good card to have here. So it's going to be a strong connection, very passionate connection. The only thing is with very passionate connections, as much as it is a burning flame, it very easily can be put out sometimes just as fast. So I do think there could be sometimes some issues because I feel like this person too, it doesn't mean they're doing crazy stuff, okay? Don't get scared. But I feel like this person could be kind of like a playboy type, a playgirl type, right? Like this is someone, a lot of people are attracted to this person and they make people attracted to them. As I said, they're really good at this. So there could be issues sometimes, like maybe with concern, jealousy. That is something I see here, but it should not be the main relationship. It's just something that could be annoying or difficult to deal with. Maybe to, in terms of working through our shadow side, right? This could be something that comes up for you because you might have to work on, not having those feelings, or this person has to work on kind of not doing this with everyone, right? They could be doing a little too much sometimes, not realizing what they're doing, right? So that is what I'm feeling here. So both of you will have to work through that, but it doesn't kill the connection or relationship. It's just a problem sometimes, okay? Something interesting. I'm wondering if this is something to like this is someone who is like overly flirtatious, but they don't realize. Or this could be like reading into something, but it's not really anything there. Okay, like I said, jealousy issues sometimes. And what I see here with the Eight of Swords, that kind of is about what I just said, but also this could be like sometimes feeling stuck with something or trapped in a situation. So I think you could meet this person when you're finally having movement from being stuck someplace you don't like and setting out and going on your own little adventure. So you could meet this person when you're moving to a new place. You could meet this person when you're starting a new job, but it is related to a new experience, not connected to romance, okay? So I don't think you're going to meet this person directly because you're seeking romance. You're going to meet this person when you're just doing something for you to remove being stuck or get rid of a bad situation or bad circumstances. Doesn't mean everything's going bad for you, of course. This is just like you're leaving that bad job to a better new one, or you're moving someplace after you didn't have, enough money to do so, now you do. So you're going to meet this person when you're setting out and solving problems for yourself. I also think it's possible you can meet this person when you're outside, like in the sun, okay? You're outside, or it's also hot. Hot weather during the summertime, possibly. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have emotional freedom and soulmates, and I'll get to these in a second. But I really like how emotional freedom came out. So when you're with this person, I feel like you're not going to have trouble expressing yourself. You're going to feel really comfortable. And also, you're going to feel very emotionally happy. So obviously there are multiple areas of life, right? Like finances, social, work, our personal goals, many, many more. So I feel like this is a relationship where, maybe previously, like financially things were good, but emotionally there was not as deep of a connection, right? So with this person, I feel like there is going to be a deep emotional connection. So this is going to be someone where you guys can kind of glance at each other and know what you're both saying, right? Like that deep type of connection. Like you can have this not only romantically, but with friends, family you're close with. Like you just look at someone and you know what they're saying, or you can guess what this person's going to say in a scenario where they're not present. You just know what they would do. So you're going to have that level of closeness with this person. You're going to be very happy with them emotionally, and you're not going to feel like anything's lacking. So romantically, what you want, this person's going to deliver that. If you prefer a certain type of communication style, like someone directly telling you something, or someone like hinting something, whatever you like for communication, right? This person's going to be doing a lot just how you prefer, but I feel naturally, like it's not forced. You don't have to fight to make it happen. You and this person are just really cohesive. You match each other. The way you're similar works. The way you're different works. You really will find a balance with this person, no matter what area of life it is you get concerned about. Like emotionally, that's great. Socially, work, your personal goals. This person's really going to be there and understand your point of view, and you're not feeling like you have to hide your emotions or feel trapped. This is also someone too, like you can cry in front of this person. They're not just going to stand there and say, oh, what do you want me to do? This is someone who's actually going to help you and want to understand your emotions and help you find a solution if you have anything wrong emotionally to fix that. That's why it's emotional freedom. You're not going to be restricted by emotional issues in this relationship. Of course, they could appear, but this is someone who's willing to be emotionally mature, right? This isn't someone who is going to ghost you because you have an issue emotionally, okay? I want to stress that enough. Like, this is really important for you, and this person wants to come in and make sure you feel supported in that way. This person's really intelligent. Like I said, with social connections, they've had many connections, many people they talk to, so they understand like the human mind, psychology. They really understand people in this way, and they're going to really improve your life and help you in this area feel really free and comfortable. I also see here as well, we have soulmates. And of course, in a love reading, who doesn't want to see that? So you're going to feel like, this is my soulmate. And for some of you, you might have even said, oh, I don't believe in soulmates, right? Even though you're watching a love reading, you might have said that, or in spirituality, right? Like many people have different ideas. Sometimes people believe in that, sometimes they don't, and both ideas are fine, whatever you believe in, right? We have different opinions for a reason. But for you, it's like, you're either going to be like, oh, I finally found my soulmate, or like, you're going to believe in that concept if you don't, okay? Because of the way this person is, the way they're supporting you, the way you feel connected, it really does feel like, oh, divine, okay? Like you do feel like it's special, unique, like the concept of soulmates. So this person's really going to be close to you. I also feel like this is someone too, like, they could connect well with your family. I feel like they'll have a good relationship, like with your parents, your siblings. This is someone who's liked by many people. I can't stress that enough. They're liked by so many people, so you're not going to have a problem. It's also funny because this is also weird to me, but with the number 13, I thought of a baker's dozen, right? So when you go to a bakery, instead of getting 12, a baker's dozen, you'll get like 13 cookies or cupcakes or whatever, right? Something about that's important. So I don't know if this person likes to give gifts from a bakery that has a baker's dozen, they give that out. If you work at a bakery or something about that is important, okay? So that's just something to note if it's relevant for you. But overall, I definitely see this as something that will make your life more interesting. And I feel like with the whole divine message of soulmates, I think of like having purpose, feeling like you're part of something greater. So in this relationship, it's really going to feel like, okay, we're teammates, we're sticking together, just because of the way this person supports multiple areas of your life. And we have perfect pair, very compatible, harmonious relationship, doing everything together. So another thing, of course, this isn't always a bad thing, right? Same thing with being alone or being with someone, right? Sometimes we can be very alone or very much so dependent on another person. I feel like when you're with this person, you're going to be more so like very attached to each other because of such a strong connection. And with the lovers as well, yeah, being very connected. So I definitely feel like you and this person could be codependent. You might have trouble not doing things together. You might have trouble, hanging out with your friends just one-on-one. Okay, so note that it's not bad, but sometimes people could get frustrated because they're like, oh, you're always with this person. Like, can I get you alone for a minute? Like your friend, your family, right? You and this person could be like super attached, super together all the time. This could also be shocking to you if you're not used to that, okay? But it's a very welcome change, but it could sometimes cause problems with your other relationships. So just remember not to neglect your friends or your family or other people. Of course, spend time with this person, but you're important to many people, not just this person. So like, just keep that in mind, okay? And with locked in here, there's no other eternal love fixated on you. Unquestionable love. So yeah, this is someone too. People, when they talk to this person, I feel like they're always talking about you. Okay. So I feel like people could be envious in some ways, not in a bad way, but they see how connected you guys are, even with love bound, emotional connection, unbreakable bond, reciprocated love. That's important. It's mutual. You both equally love each other so much, right? It's not like they like you more, you like them more. It's very equally like you're both head over heels in love with each other. I also feel like other people sense this. They don't doubt this. Like, this is someone who I feel like is reliable. People can tell how much they care because, as I said, they're always talking about you, always including you in things. Their future plans, right? Like, they're always talking about you, thinking about what you want to do. This is like, if this person gets a house with you, right? They're going to think about like what you want. Like, do you want a porch? Do you want a nice kitchen? For some of you as well, this person could even be really good at building things or doing like handiwork. Some people are really good at doing that stuff. This person's one of them. Okay, like even if they don't do it as a job, I definitely feel like they're just talented at this. They could have had a job in this previously and they still have those skills, or they could have learned from a family member, a friend, but they're willing to also show their love and care by making things for you, building things for you. This is also someone who could like to give you gifts, like DIY type of gifts, like love letters, notes, or they just remember things you like and they give you that as a gift. Those messages come out in a lot of love readings, but this person really will be putting in like effort with what they give you or how they show their love. Like, they have a lot of gifts they will give to you that are sentimental. This person also is someone who could do grand gestures, like renting out a restaurant or a place so just you and them are there. Okay. As I said, this person's very outgoing, very grand. They like to do things in a way that shows that they're very serious and that they care. So you're going to also be able to tell who this person is by the way they do things for you, the way they express themselves in such a big way. Kind of like an extravagant way. This person does things, so it's like you remember it, it's memorable, and they're really good at it. So I'm going to shuffle some dice and see any last messages that want to come through for who's coming towards you in love. So we have Saturn, 3rd house Libra. So this tells me that this person has a great connection with their siblings. So they could have many siblings. They could have a really strong connection with their family members. This also highlights their skill of building relationships. And as I said, they're very easily able to convince people things, connect with people. I feel like this person could have gotten that skill from being so close to their siblings, their family. They could have developed this skill in their early life. And this is also something you're going to notice about this person. You're going to see how great of a relationship they have with their siblings. You're going to see the effort they make with connecting with the people in their family and continuing that connection, even if they live far away from their family or, whatever happens, right? This person is really great at building relationships. And I also think for whatever reason, they could even help you learn this skill. This could affect your life in a positive way. I also think you could meet many people through this person. You also could have a connection with their siblings, like they become your friends. You're very close with them as well. So that is what I see here for your reading, group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know in the comments. I love to read them. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. If you'd like to financially support the channel, consider joining my memberships. You get early access to videos, some fun emojis, and a weekly card pull that I write up to see how your week might go or what themes to expect. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the rabbits here, and with your cards, we have the 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Sun, Justice, and the Hierophant. So what I see here for who's coming towards you in love is I feel like you're going to meet this person during a time period in your life where you're quite busy, okay? You might have many priorities and things to juggle. With the 2 of Pentacles, you could even be traveling a lot, moving, but you're going to be meeting this person during a time where a lot is going on and you could feel overwhelmed. So when you meet this person, you're going to be happy about it, but you're like, another thing to juggle. A lot is going on. So that is the feeling you're going to have. I also feel for some of you as well, with the 4 of Wands appearing here, it's also possible you could meet this person by being introduced to them by a married couple. So if you're friends with a married couple or you're close with a married couple in some way, they could introduce you to this person. Maybe it's a friend of theirs, someone in their family. But these people will introduce you to this person as well. Or you could even meet them at a wedding of a couple you know and are really happy to see get married. So yeah, this is someone you're going to meet when you're busy and through other people who are sharing this connection with you, introducing you to this person. I also see with the 4 of Wands, I feel like you're going to be very excited about this person. It's just finding time in your schedule. That could be a problem at first. When you first meet this person, it will feel like trying to set a business meeting. You're like, what's your schedule? What's mine? Can we meet this week? Oh no, like maybe next week or the other week. That's what it's going to feel like, but it's worth sticking with it. You're not blowing this person off. They're not blowing you off. It's genuinely like you're having a hard time meeting with each other, but you're both really excited to meet up. I also see with the Sun here, the Sun is a really good card to get in a love reading, of course. So this is someone too who's going to make you feel like, oh, it's a sunny day. It's a beautiful day today. So this person's going to make you feel really happy. This is someone who can make you feel like you have like butterflies in your stomach. You're going to feel nervous about this person in a happy way, okay? In a positive way. It's going to make your life a little bit more fun and interesting. It's going to be something you like to talk about with your friends. Your friends will be like joking around with you with it as well. This is going to be something overall that's very positive, on top of many other positive things that will be happening in your life when you're meeting this person. So not only, I think, are you going to be busy when you meet this person, you're going to be really feeling happy. It's like a turning point. So this could be like after a difficult period, things are finally looking up, or this could be you're just having many wins, right? Like you have a great job, or your job's going good, your friendships are going good. Then you meet this person. It's like, whoa, another thing that's good happening. So you're going to be feeling really blissful when you're meeting this person as well. Like during that time period in your life, you're going to be very happy. You're not going to meet this person when you're sad and depressed. And don't worry, don't feel like if you don't feel that way now, this will happen eventually. So don't worry about it. Don't think about the details. It will happen for you, okay? I also feel with justice here, this person could possibly be a Libra, someone who's very fair, very balanced, someone who cares about like results, okay? Someone who is always trying to get things right and, balance things out. Of course, that's Libra. I think it's possible as well this person could work in law. So this person could be a lawyer. They could be an assistant in an office that lawyers work at. This person can do anything involving law and order. So like detectives, police work, paperwork, office work. As I said, lawyer. I feel like this person could also do a lot with any type of legal processes. So I also see this too as this person being interesting because of this work they do. You could find this interesting, like when they're talking about it to you in conversations. It might sound boring as I'm talking about it, but when you speak with this person, they're going to make it sound very interesting because they're very passionate about it. They could even volunteer their time too, like to help people legally. This is someone who really cares about their work and they're very dedicated to it. I also see here as well with the Hierophant makes me think of someone who believes in faith, who could be religious or believes in like certain types of traditions. So I also think it's possible this person will also be religious, or they could believe in God. They could be spiritual as well if it's not a traditional type of religion. So this person could like to talk about, like the afterlife. They could talk about what they think, their religious beliefs. They could like to pray like daily. I don't feel like this is someone who forces people to believe the same things as them. Just to be clear, this isn't someone who's religious and expects you to follow everything the same as them, but it is something that is important to them. So they don't want to be like disrespected if they're praying or they have a certain belief, right? Like they don't care if you think the same thing, but this is something that's important for them. So I also think their work, they could feel like, that's their like divine purpose, right? They could feel like, oh, God put me here to help people in this way through legal processes or something like that, okay? So I also feel like this faith involves their work, their job. Like this is someone who feels like they have found their life purpose. They're happy with the work they do. And I also think you're going to be inspired by this person and feel like, oh, like how am I having purpose and meaning in my life? How am I feeling similar, or how can I get more to that point? So this isn't a negative thing, but this is something you could think when you're with this person and you see how they're working, how they're involved in their own life. And you're like, wow, like I want to have that feeling too, okay? So I'm going to put down some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Divine Feminine Incompatibility, and I'll get to these ones later. But to start off with Divine Feminine, I feel like this is someone who could be really caring and nurturing. This is someone who likes to create or add to something instead of taking away. So if something's not working, This is going to be someone who approaches that problem with, well, how can we fix this? How can we make it better? How can I do something to change the situation so that we can all be happier? Can I do something for you? Can I help you out? This is how this person's going to help you and approach problems in the relationship. Or if you just have a problem, this person is, tapping into their own divine feminine energy, like regardless of gender, it doesn't matter. This is just someone who's going to be very caring, nurturing, and emotionally mature to help people with their problems so that they feel more comfortable. And they're doing that for you. They're wanting to do that for you. I also feel like, too, this person could want to help you out so that you feel like you can relax, you can rest more. This is going to be someone who makes it so if they're doing something, it's not going to cause you a bunch of anxiety. And if you tell them, hey, when you're doing this, it really stresses me out, maybe you can do this instead, or I can do whatever else, right? Like if you're doing something that can help the situation. So this person's also going to appreciate the way you communicate with them because it will help them do better, right? It will help them understand, oh, I have to change my behavior to help you, or you have to, tell me, not just now, but like before, whatever. This is going to be a connection where you both will work through any issues with communication by just being open, honest, and nurturing. You're not going to tear each other down or be destructive. You both approach things like how this card says, and you try to build things up and create more, do more that's really good for both of you. I also see here as well with compatibility, I do think there could be sometimes issues in the relationship where compatibility could be like, oh, we're different in this way. How can we work through that though? So the positive thing is any compatibility issues, even though there might be some, this could be like a difference in lifestyle. Like maybe you work in the mornings and this person works at night or vice versa, right? There could be issues like that, but because of the energy of being able to create and grow and improve things, it's not really a problem. You work through these issues and make it so you are compatible. You do make the relationship work because it's not anything that is a deal breaker. It's just something to be improved upon, and then you're both happy with it. So this is really a healthy relationship with the way you talk about problems and solve them. I think you're both really emotionally mature, and in that way, you're very compatible. But your lifestyles could be different in some ways, and you're going to have to learn how to make that work, or how you or this person can change so that you are more in alignment in that way. But this is something you're both going to be happy to do and willing to do because of your connection. I also see here with love offers, it says multiple love interests and, playing the field, keeping options open. So I see this as this person giving you a love offer, them asking you out first, regardless, like I said, of gender. This is going to be someone who clearly shows interest in you and wants to go on a date with you, take you out, right? This person's going to be the one that contacts you first, right? I also see this too as you could be attracting not only this person, but some other people as well. And you're going to choose this person because they stand out the most to you. You're the most attracted to them. They're the most charming personality-wise. So this is also something to note. I also see too with contract, as I said, something to do with legal stuff, okay? Maybe they help write contracts for people. But this says legal matters, committing to something. So not only in relation to having a synchronicity with this person's like job or passion, I also see contract as this person is signing something over to you. So this person could, eventually, if this relationship is long-term, I'm not feeling short-term or long-term, it's kind of hidden to me. So maybe this depends on, where you both want to take it. That could be up in the air energy-wise. But I see this as like, this person could give you something that involves a contract in a positive way. So of course that could be eventually marrying, and you have the Four of Wands here, so that's possible. This also could be this person signs a lease with you, gets an apartment with you, a car, a house, something with contracts and assets, okay? This person could even help you Okay, they could even help you or give you the gift of their legal and financial knowledge. They could set you up. So if you're buying something for yourself, right, not even with them, they'll be like, hey, let me give you some legal advice. I don't want you to get taken advantage of. I know how to get good deals this way. Let me help you. So this is someone who's also really kind, like even at the beginning of the relationship, before serious stuff happens. This is someone who's going to help you with your legal issues, or they're going to give you like a better deal yourself when it comes to signing contracts or, looking over a job offer and helping you get something better. It's also funny too, like some of you too, as I said, like you're going to have many good things happening, but you'll be busy when you meet this person. It's also a possibility, not only like someone getting married involves a contract, that married couple could introduce you to this person. It's also possible you could meet this person when you're signing for something or you're contractually obligated to something. That's just another thing that's coming through, okay? And I see here, it says teddy bear, a big softy inside, gentle and caring, a romantic at heart, very affectionate. Yeah, so this person could really like hugging people, like being like physically affectionate. This is someone who could be kind of big, right? Like tall. Their presence is large. I also feel like with teddy bear, it makes me think of someone, they could look like intimidating, either because they're really tall, their facial expression, but when you talk to this person, they're really soft, they're really kind, like they would never hurt a fly type of thing, right? So this is someone too who's really sweet, kind, and they defend people. As I said, that's part of their life purpose, their passion. I also feel like this is someone too who will look out for you. Like if they feel like you have friends that are, not really good friends, they're going to tell you like, hey, I feel like this person kind of sucks. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. They're that person, right? They're going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what's going to help you and what is truthful. So this is someone you really want to have in your life. They're going to help you, pick out people who aren't really your friends or people you can't really trust. They also could help you with those opportunities that involve contracts, helping you find the right one. But I feel like this person has a reputation for being really generous, being very kind, being very good for their community. As I said, they could volunteer their time to help people with their work for free or do something like that as well. So I'm going to shuffle some astro dice and see what else wants to come through for a final message for your reading. Okay, so we have Leo, 10th house, South Node. And this makes me feel like, even though it's talking about South Node, which can relate to past life, so this person could have been really hardworking and focused on their career and image in their past life. I feel like this was so strong, it carried over into this life, okay? Like they're still like that in this life, that energy has carried over. I also feel like with Leo in the 10th house appearing, as I said, this person's known in their community, and with the sun, also like Leo, right? This person has a big reputation of being really kind, very positive. I feel like this person could even appear on the news, like local news, or even on social media. They just could be really known for what they do. Or they get like a shout out for their service, right? That's what I feel here. I also feel with Leo in the 10th house, this person's life purpose, as I said, relates to their career. I also think for you guys, Leo in the 10th house could be you getting career recognition, you becoming more known, will also be something of note. Leo in the 10th house could be this person appreciates how you're really good at your career and your job. You both could be very much so career-oriented people who care about your reputation, and you both resonate with that. But that was your reading. Group number 3, I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I would love to read your comments, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. If you'd like to financially support the channel, join my memberships. You get a weekly card pull that I write up to see how your week might go or what themes to expect, some fun emojis, and early access to videos. But I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.